What is up, YouTube? Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jaida, and if you're not new here, welcome back. I've been gone for a little while, a little bit MIA. I signed a contract with a new UGC brand, so I'm going to be working under contract rather than gig by gig. So yeah, that is what I have been focused on doing. I'm hoping to be able to come back at least a little bit here in the near future. I already did my eyebrows and I did my skincare, so now I'm just doing my base. And today I'm gonna be filming, I believe, 3 videos for this company. Might be a little more depending on what they have in mind, but they said they wanted me to do a couple today and a couple tomorrow, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, very exciting stuff. I've also been working on getting my teeth fixed completely and finding like a good in-network with my insurance dentist, so I'm hoping to be able to get that covered soon, within the next month or 2 here. And yeah, I'm super excited about this new gig. This is pretty much the main goal of me doing social media, is being able to build a portfolio and work and do something that I love and I'm good at, rather than having to work minimum wage in a crappy restaurant or something. So yeah. And also, it's I don't even know if I can say this on here. I'm not the biggest fan of the environmental impacts of AI, but I do think that it is important that we face the music and not necessarily accept, because I do think it should be regulated, at least environmentally, but I do think that we have to at least accept and adapt a little bit to the fact that it's going to be more heavily involved in our future. But yeah, so hopping on the bandwagon now before all the jobs are taken might be your best bet. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my blush, which is actually just this red lipstick. And I'm just rubbing that brown. I've been watching a lot of Desperate Housewives recently. I'm rewatching it for like the 4th time, and it's such a good show. But there were a couple deaths that I think were just absolutely unnecessary. The big one being Mike, another one being Edie, and Mrs. McCluskey. If you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know in the comments, because those were like 3 really great characters. I don't understand why they felt the need to kill them off, especially Mike, like 6 episodes before the end, and Miss McCluskey too. Right before the end, she couldn't have just like lived happily ever after with Roy. Ugh. But yeah, I'm like almost done with it, so blush is done. I think I'm just gonna leave this like a light, I might add like a little bit of like a light pink today in the portfolio. I'm probably gonna do this shade right here, Daydreaming, with a little bit of Fantasia, which is the glittery one. Just a very light layer of it. Yeah. And then of course contour. I think I'm gonna do my cream bronzer first, though, because I didn't put any of that underneath today before I did my base. So how I do this is I just take a couple drops. still have to do contour and concealer. So usually I do contour first because the cream, I don't have cream contour, I only have powder. So in order to get the best like application and the best texture, I'm doing it like this. And just giving myself a nice little tan. And I'm just gonna put this up here as well. And then we're just gonna tap and blot until it's an appropriate sun-kissed blend. You know, it'd probably be easier if my baby blender were damp, but I have things to do today, so I'm in a rush. Okay, time for contour. I'm gonna dip into the shade Tan Sculpt, which is more of a cool tone, just to kind of balance out the warmth of this bronzer. And bring it down the neck a little bit just to get some shadows and like slimming effect. A little bit on the nose. I don't really mind the shape of my nose, so it's not the biggest deal to me. My forehead, on the other hand, is fucking huge, so we need to maintain that. And now I'm going to go in with a big fluffy brush and put it all back together again. Just blend it all out. I'm gonna finish blending this, and then I'm gonna do my concealer and my eyeshadow. Now, of course, my concealer is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Wear in the shade 320 Porcelain, because I am fucking white. Very pale and susceptible to the sun, unfortunately. And then I'm just gonna go in with the end that I didn't use for contour and just get in there. And then, I don't know if you saw, but I blended it down and out. Just to kind of soften that blush line and also like get in the crevices by your nose. And putting a little on the eyelid doesn't hurt either, just because that provides a nice base for your eyeshadow. And then I'm just gonna carry this across my chin and up back here. Kind of connect with this. You want it to look like Neapolitan ice cream. I don't know if you've heard that before. You probably have if you're a regular makeup YouTuber, watcher, viewer, subscriber, I don't know. Okay. And then setting powder and highlight. What the fuck is going on right here? One second. Okay, so for powder, I'm using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost setting powder. And then I just take a little bit of this. I just pack it underneath where it needs to go. Sorry if you hear my cat. The only thing I don't like about this setting powder is I didn't realize that when I bought it, it was mattifying. I thought, I just didn't see that part, so I thought it was, because it said Hydro Boost on it. Are those two things not a direct, like, opposite of each other? Like a direct contradiction? Hydro Boost, mattifying. One dries it out and, like, takes away the glossy effect, and one ups it, you know? But anyway, I'm gonna dip into some highlight. Alright. Now I'm going to do my lips and my eyes. For lips, I'm starting with a layer of this CoverGirl Plumper Gloss. And then going in with the LA Colors Lipstick Cocoa Shimmer. I got it from my mom. I'm just gonna slightly overline my lips. I'll show you guys the final result. And now I'm going in with this matte liquid lip. I'm not exactly sure what brand it is. M2U in the shade Queens. Just putting a little bit of that in the center and blending it out for a pretty ombre. Simple, but still like a pop of color, a little bit extra. Yeah. And I'm gonna go over with this red gloss. Not sure why it's catching the light so weird on this side. I am gonna have to go over with Cocoa Shimmer one more time just from like the outline of my lips. So now I'm just gonna go in and do a quick little like pinky peachy brown look on my eyes. Something simple but still. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week probably. Also, thanks for watching.